Longer. Oh, right. This doesn't feel like I need separation. I actually go up when we finish up the room, go up. I actually leave the house. I'm not going to go downstairs. So we have the doors out there.
Anybody know how to share at Google Hangouts?
How to share one?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
So you're on the TechMasters?
Sure are. Come on in. Anybody have the guest book we can set out here?
You're technically, I think wow. Oh, you're technically. Whatever opposite happens here, first, second, arm. Yeah, I was talking about it today.
Great.
So there is coffee and water.
This doesn't have
We're gonna get started, but you can feel free to come in and out as you please. Okay, I'm gonna send out an email to some people, everybody here. Please mute your computers if you care to go here. Let me know if there's a problem. All right, great. We should get this going. We are broadcasting. Let's go.
Come here.
Look behind you.
I would say.
Alex Hughes. Sergeant Arms. Who is it? Currently not here.
Want me to take it?
Sure. Please.
Did you send it? Morning, TechMasters. Let's kick off our meeting today by introducing our new club president, Ms. Bollinger.
Thank you, Acting Sergeant Arms. Welcome everybody for the Tuesday, July 14th, 2015 edition of TechMasters. First time I will be president from the end, so I'm off a little bit. Just bear with me. In a couple weeks, I'll get this all ironed out. Okay, so if you would use your knife, please rise. And if you care to join me, please put your hand on your heart. Flag without pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you would remain standing while our indication higher press works gives us a more indication.
Nothing in life costs too much. The truth is, you can either afford it or you can't.
Thank you. You must be all sit down. Okay, today, get this going. The secretary's report from this last meeting, and that is, so we'll do that right now. Right, yours.
Submit?
Yeah. And then,
I did email them out. Okay,
Last meeting started at 7:45 a.m. We had guests, Beth Somerville, our new area director. We swore in the new officers. We spoke about the Wi-Fi change. I do have the new information.
Great. And we'll just get that after we get to the old business.
Let's set that out. Table topics was Vince. Toastmaster was Alex. Communication timer was Mike B. Grammarian was Vince. The word of the day was interpellent. You question someone formally. Court jester was Vince. 1 minute Toastmaster was me on how to take, shape, and turn. How to set the words. Speaker number 1 was Beth Somerville with the reluctant Toastmaster. Her evaluator was Clea. Speaker number 2 was Brett. I'm sorry, I took it wrong here. Oh no, speaker number 2 was.
That was me.
Brett?
Yep.
Christopher?
Yep.
And your evaluation was done by, I'm sorry, my notes aren't right.
By Mike.
Mike?
Only at the
There it is, Mike Dyke. Okay, so then winner of best speech was Beth. Fuzzy Mouse was Brett. Best evaluator was a tie between Mike Dykovich and Clea. That's it.
Thank you, Will. All right, so after reading of the minutes, we're going to go into old business. So I have some notes, but they're over there, so I don't have them right now. Well, let's do this. Do you remember, do we have any old business written down from last week, Will? Secretary.
Just that the new Wi-Fi credentials were sent to me, I will send them out.
Fantastic. Mike?
Point of order, Mr. President. Old businesses that has been tabled as a motion and brought back up to the floor for a vote.
So then,
That would be an
that would be
announcement.
that. But, thank you, Will. So as far as old business is concerned, things that I remember off the top of my head, we had been discussing a survey. And at some point, we had that in Brent's report. I would like to bring that up for discussion. And I don't know if I can do that as a person. I think somebody else. I would like to hear an update on that. Right?
I looked through one that I used before, SurveyMonkey, and depending on how much flexibility you want, we can do a free version, or we can do it, they have a range of costs, and some of the reporting that you get return from it. But I think we can probably get by with the free one. We just need to determine some of the questions, and I guess the audience would want to, we said we're going to send it out to current and past members, and kind of just figure out exactly what we want to ask them.
Okay, so currently, your role this year is as treasurer.
Yep.
I do see this as our current treasurer membership. Do you want to pass that on, or do you want to hold on to it?
I can do either. I can please send out an email with some preliminary questions.
And what I'd like to see for next week is whoever decides to do that is a list of questions you're going to ask, and then I would prefer to see people. I want to empower our fellow members to get as much done as they can without spending, without asking 50 people for their input. I'd like to just maybe send it to you for editing, and then we can act out of it. So if you or Mike decide to figure that out today, and then by next week, and then see those questions, then I'll sign off with it. Okay, sounds good. I don't know if you want to make a motion. Thanks for that.
Or I don't even need to make a motion on that. We're gonna have it.
We've already made it. I just kind of want to know. Okay, all right. And let's see, another thing we had discussed was reaching out to old members and guests as far as inviting them to come back. Maybe you have anything?
No.
So I'd like to see some kind of idea, like whatever you like, now. Okay. And also, you had mentioned you're not quite sure what all these different people, current members, past members, and like say I thought you wanted to send me that list to see, so I could tell you like, hey, these people, who, or whatever, that kind of thing. To say. Anything else we are, in case you weren't aware, we are currently broadcasting on Google Hangouts. That's one I sent you guys right here. We're going to see if everything goes well. Goes well, we'll make that line right. Okay. All right. Any other old business? any business? Anything to bring up? Okay, all right, moving on, announcements. Anybody speaking in their balance?
Not the announcement, just update. So this on our site. If you go to home, I updated this page current officers. Yeah, so this is now. Yeah, so this is now current team what we have here. Checks if something is misspelled.
I
And
also made, I cleaned up our blog page movement, and I made a new blog post this morning, which is kind of a copy of the leadership and a little paragraph. And text.
the updated member area where is future and now it says officer 16, 17. Minor update or something. Okay, done.
Anything else, Matt?
We're.
Question? Yeah, we should probably make a blog post about that. That we could, I could edit one of it. And I guess that kind of, I should have brought this up in whole business, but I have reached out trying to get the credentials for the Twitter account so that we could be a little bit more active, maybe make a couple people who post, I'll post a link via Twitter to our hangouts in the morning, and hopefully we will get another thing out of the work. So if we, if Alex or anybody else knows the credentials for that account,
I know only Google.
I'm the keeper of the game for Twitter account. I'll send it to you.
Thank you very much. Anything else? All right, we will wrap up the business meeting and move on to the normal agenda today. Before I get started, I would like to welcome our guests. Here today. How's it going? What's the name, buddy?
I'm Michael.
Mike.
Stop by and see what this is about.
Great, thanks.
No, I'm trying to get my career started in tech field, so that might be helpful. Someone recommended me here from Prime Academy.
Cool. Great to have you. Do you have any questions? Feel free to see us at the break or after the meeting. Okay, so I'm going to welcome the Toastmasters. Do you have any questions? If all would like to step up to the next. Come on, let's take time. Okay, there we go. Our extremely well prepared Toastmaster for today is our illustrious, previous, not quite immediate past president, first president. Welcome.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, fellow TechMasters and welcome guests. My first time, I think Vince's face looks wonderful after his got elbowed in the face.
Cocked heads for somebody playing basketball.
All right. Well, as your Toastmaster today, it's my duty to lead us through the meeting in somewhat organized and prompt way. So, since we have a guest today, I'd like to talk a little bit about the roles. So, I have to actually introduce the roles. So, starting off the meeting with a little bit of levity is what we have called court. We have one today. Okay. If you please rise and write their names.
So my favorite jokes are the cheesiest jokes, mostly in the form of Laffy Taffy candy. They are submitted by children. So my joke is, what type of tea is sometimes hard to swallow? Reality.
Very good.
Yes.
Oh, Alex, all right. Alex, could you please rise and give us your 1 minute educational minute?
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. 1 minute Toastmaster is an educational segment of time, and time is supposed to time me, so I speak exactly 1 minute. So today my educational 1-minute Toastmaster is about individual speech evaluation. So we do have on our site individual evaluation form, and I completed it, and it will be here. So every time you would like to help your fellow speaker, you can read this form, fill in this information, and provide your feedback. You can ask speaker, maybe courtesy, with always constructive feedback. Also, if we doing speeches without manual, this form can be used as an evaluation template. So now I'm going to distribute for each of you. You can use it today, or you can use it next time. The rest of it goes into audio. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. And I did the introductions a little bit out of order, sorry, I did a little error. And I was supposed to introduce Thea, who is our impromptu timer today. Thea, can you tell us a little bit about the role and how it works?
Sure. So in addition to trying to speak well, we also have to be cognizant of our time. So green means you're good on the time, yellow means you're starting to go over, and red means please be quiet, you're talking too much. Yeah. So I will be waving these as undistractingly as possible.
Thank you, Thea. And then the meeting, Thea will also give us a report on how everybody did. The next role we need to introduce is also going to be executed by Alex today, and that is the role of Mary.
Morning, fellow TechMasters. Today I'm for number one. We have a quote of the day, and this quote of the day is now called capriole. So this is some sort of a jump, very artistic jump. So you may say, how would you use it? And this goal is to next thing. When you are speaking, try to speak vividly. So your idea is delivered to people with images. So this would be when you're doing something, talking about your job, and you do something extraordinary. And for example, give a capriole with extra efforts. Think about it. And that will lead us to this award, Lord Picture of the Day, when you are speaking vividly and impacting people. So this is use the word of the day and try to speak vividly instead of simply. And one more thing, yes. Okay.
Can you use that word in a sentence again?
Yes, I have a very long sentence. Which is capriole, movement in which the horse jumps up with its forelegs well drawn in, kicks out with its hind legs in a horizontal position, yes, in the air, and then lands again in the same spot. Like so when you're doing it something like this, yes, it works excellent. Not just jump, but jump really well. Another sentence would be, Mia Eaglet sounded more of your old self, although I was thinking more along the lines of Scully performing a capriole to send the bright truth into work. Yes, and one more thing what I am going to do, I have a kinky device. We will work on our clear speaking abilities without filler words, without and us, without repetitions, and our speech is supposed to be very smooth and fluid. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
I just wanted to share the Merriam-Webster very short, quick, concise definition of capriole is a playful leap. Need a little help.
Is it a verb or a noun? Describing a leap?
It says a noun, a playful leap.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Vince. So the next person I'm going to introduce is one of our favorite areas of the meeting, which is something called table topics. We all know it's a chance to work in our meeting. For our guests, don't worry, we're not going to call on you and put you on the spot. You can just watch and observe. Unless you want to do it, then you could, but we don't usually affect the guests on the spot. Today leading us through table topics is our this.
Should have dinged you.
Alright. There you go. Come on. Good stuff. So leading us through table topics is our sponsor, our club sponsor. One of my original members is Mike Megan.
Welcome TechMasters, and welcome guest Michael. This is part of the meeting that I usually like to find that it's the opportunity to stand up and see how you can handle the opportunity. Now, we all have got some sort of experience, perhaps in the technology industry, and perhaps to make it easier for us to go through the Q&A portion, which always comes at, it seems like, at the end of the talk, but really sometimes it comes during the middle of the talk. And if you ever get interrupted by one of those questions, I wanted to take the opportunity to go through some of those types of questions and just have some fun with it. So to start us off, let's take a look here. So yeah, you are giving a speech about Signal R, which has the signaling portion of things going on. Can you tell us what exactly, why would you use Signal R instead of RTC?
Thank you. I think that my technical skills are certainly under par and competitively yours. I would say that I'm going to not embarrass you by answering that question and rather move on to something else. I am attending 5 different weddings this summer, and as such, have 5 different competitions on what to buy these guests, 2 of whom are my bosses, what to bring to these people, one of whom lives like a celebrity and eats nothing, and it's a 3-day celebration, and another one who just had a baby and probably shouldn't be paid for a wedding, but she is. So what do I do to support my friends, show my excitement and gratitude, and also not break the bank, because I also have to pay for the wedding. So my solution is being creative and creating paintings that I think represent their relationships or what they're interested in. Thank you.
Yes. William, what steps do you follow when you're solving a technical problem?
Thank you, Mr. Tabletop Master. With the question of what steps do I follow when solving a technical problem, I believe the first step is to get on the Google. Isn't that what we do these days? We get on the Google and we start hunting for a question for an answer. Having that fail upon me, my next step would be Stack Overflow. These are the first 2 steps that I believe everyone takes. Now, back in the good old days, we actually had manuals that we had to dig out of some dusty old storeroom to flip through. These days, we use Google, number 1, Stack Overflow, number 2. Having failed those 2, then it would be number 3. Dig in and figure it out on your own. However, once step 3 is completed, you move to step 4. You publicly post your answer either in Google or you can find it or Stack. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. It's great to know how to find those answers. Once you do find the answer to one of those questions, the technical problems, then where do you post your blog so that people can find those answers, and what types of things would you include to have a call to action in your blog?
Thank you, Mr. Tabletop Master, fellow TechMasters, and welcome guests. Where do I post my blog? Well, I post my blog on vincefuller.com/blog. I don't blog enough, but I'm trying to change that. I also want to do something, what I want to do is integrate Twitter, and so when I'm making a post for blog posts, also hit my Twitter and kind of merge the 2 and put like an embedded thing. So it looks like I'm blogging a whole lot, but really like 3/4 of that is going to be just tweets. But hey, I like to tweet little things like, hey, I just figured this thing out, or put in a link to something. So that'd be kind of cool to be able to include that and also show how it's kind of like a mixture between regular blogging and microblogging. Once I get that done, I will definitely do a nice little cameo. Because that's something I've been looking to do, because it's hard to write quality content for a blog. Anyway, so another thing to do is to post it. I like the idea of posting things you figure out, especially if you're looking for them on things like Stack Overflow. Go back and post it so that you can help the community. Because a lot of times I'll find a question, there's no way that you haven't figured it out by now, because it's like, okay, this is a common problem, but nobody puts the answer down. Or someone says, don't worry, I figured it out, never mind. What did you figure out? Tell me. So that's what I like. Thank you, Mr. Tabletop.
Brett, when you're troubleshooting a problem, like whether or not a blog post is real, what tools do you use, and how do you verify that these are not bots, they're actual views of something?
Interesting. Thank you, Mr. Tabletop. How do I verify the validity of a post? So I'm reading a post, is it real? Is this a technical blog or is it any blog?
Technical or any,
Financial advice. So
it could be about cats and dogs.
so there's many sites where you just assume it's fabricated, like CNN, some of those sites. So you just kind of read that, that's kind of the containment. But if it's something I'm really interested in, I mean, obviously you try to find additional sources. So some people have differing views of it, but Wikipedia I find is a pretty reliable source to validate things. It covers almost anything, and you can see who cited it, who's writing the content. And so if it's something I'm really concerned with, I'll go to Wikipedia, see if there's correlations there, and oftentimes I'll look at the people who are writing on Wikipedia and see if they seem to have some validity to their education. Really, as far as the internet goes, that's about as far as I can take it. Ideally, you'd have someone with some sort of experience in the topic, so you could actually talk to a person and get actual insight on a particular problem you're solving. So that's usually about as far as I go. I know that's still not bulletproof, but I'm not sure there is a bulletproof way to guarantee that something is accurate without bias. So that's my technique. Also, I want to say I really enjoyed William's description of how we solve problems, because one, Google first, but that usually brings you to Stack Overflow. So I think Google and Stack Overflow are kind of the same. And to highlight on Vince's point, absolutely, you come into a question where they've answered it, 10 years have gone by, or 10 years, I guess, whatever. No one's replied to it, you know they've solved it. Once you get an answer, make sure you repost it. It's very important. And if you answer a question that no one else has solved, blog about it. Thank you, Mr. Tabletop.
And Alex, the scenario is you are working on a project, you come across some kind of component that someone has recommended to you for your project. It requires installation into your core project to do it. However, I'm looking for this, you're unable to find any kind of contact information or any kind of email or phone number for that said product component. Would you install that into your project and use it in production? You are unable to verify that the real person actually created it.
Very, very long question. Expect my answer to be also very, very long. And I would like to say, most likely, before going into that component, I will start with how do I solve this problem? And even before going to Google Stack Overflow, what I will do, I will grab this big and manageable problem and chop it in a small, independent pieces. I will divide and conquer. When I break it into small individual pieces, I will see how they will interact with each other, and later start with the overall approach from top and go to the bottom, and let make us always components also testable, unit testable. After that, most likely there will be no need for that unknown component, because I would have another solution. Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, I'm going to turn the meeting back over to our Toastmaster today.
Very interesting question. Nice change of pace, actually. We don't get a lot of technical questions. right, so now we move to our break. We're gonna take, we have 2 speakers today, or one? One speaker, one. Alright, so we have.
You get a 5-minute break.
Yeah, we have 5-minute break. So there's coffee back there, there's restrooms back there, help yourself. Other than that, I'm gonna call the general evaluator and the evaluators and the speakers. Stuff here. Stuff that. All right, good break.
Thanks. Michael?
Yep.
Oh, we have an acting ground.
Do we have anyone that wants to do an impromptu speech? Be nice to do 2 in the day if we can. All right. They may not think we're a little bit of lag. Yeah. I mean, that's right. Oh, it's not. There. And then, yeah. There. That's fine by me. Like that's
Cameras.
I can always like.
No.
Yeah, guys, the business model cameras. Okay. Good. Me.
This right here, this is not the extra one. This is like what I'm sending out. But if you, this is not the link that I sent. If you go to the link, then you would see it on the link. Right now, that's just what I'm seeing. That was the broadcast.
When you first looked it up, it's
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
and we talked about this.
Business model.
Yeah, let's be.
Wow, what are you doing?
It's just like, pretty much, working part-time job and stuff.
We have a lot of independent programs here, past person Alex, from training, leadership. Like anybody, definitely a good place for networking, as well as working on leadership skills or task force, get presentation. Whatever, I'm not quite sure which your goals are, but definitely things like improving your career and networking are definitely good options. Yeah, great. I'm not the VP of membership anymore, but I'll be passing that over to Mike today. You know who Mike is? Mike Dixon? What so are you a programmer?
Yeah.
Right, cool. I'd like to have these pre-made, but again, not my problem anymore. So let's see. But anyway, let's go in and
Get all the, so you're a Khan Academy?
My talks.
Do you do development?
Yeah. Hopefully also, things front end development.
There is a swimming and squat.
Yeah.
So Khan Academy, like, in the release kind of.
Yeah, it's for next week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it is the nerd release.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome, Michael.
Mike.
Everything.
Bingo, that's so cute.
What?
I've never heard anyone call you that.
Sure.
Bingo tips.
That's what's it.
I know.
We are super well.
Right. Mike doesn't want to take it.
You have.
So so you're thinking about doing the Prime Academy, but what's your kind of, the cost of $12,000?
Yeah, cost, I'm not sure. Yes,
All the membership.
You're a big developer.
a little bit, but
And
not sure.
have it.
That'd be a good idea.
Well, I can say from recruiting staffing perspective, there is a huge demand for developers.
Right, we are
Fighting over that.
drastically.
So
Yeah, maybe I should do it.
and I think they're partnering with companies such as cities, Target, the fund, so if I was at all technical minded, I would. Yeah, that's creative.
And that's where it's not, but the long term, like, I think you need to be pretty well rounded.
Yeah.
You need to be able to go, like, there's a lot of front-end developers who do a really good job at front-end design. Like, the well-rounded developer.
It's hard to have.
Yeah, you can't be experts at everything, but generalists are kind of.
Well, it used to be that you were okay to be like this.
They're more forecast.
And now you have to.
Well, yeah, and you have not just JavaScript, you need to know all the experience. They're very different.
Are you looking to get at front end development?
Yeah.
You know about front end masters? Uncle, look at this stuff. He runs something down south in Burnsville, but he runs these free giveaways and he puts them on the local website. Both times I've registered, I've won that.
Have you been to the front-end master class?
Yeah, because he's looking to build up some momentum and some excitement around it.
And he's got good people.
It's top notch. He's got microphones that are just an array in the ceiling. 10 this way and 10 that way.
That's, the guy,
Mark.
Bransky.
Yeah, the big weird.
Oh, yeah,
big,
gotcha. That's the first thing you'll learn about him.
He didn't even plug himself.
He did good?
Yes. But these microphones, they're all kinds of things, and when you start talking, there's a computer array that goes, shut off every other microphone except the one on, and the one around him, and then it pulls them together. You can be whispering, and they can hear you, because you're broadcasting through the whole world is watching these training videos that they sign up for. So they do Spain, that are doing these training videos, and we'll be whispering, just doing stuff between the ears, and you'll see people on screen go, hey, I can hear that conversation about shop. Sounds interactive. I'll send you the information. Sorry.
Order. Order's out of order. Justice for all, help.
You're on.
Order. All right, well, welcome back from break. Next we move into prepared speeches. Usually we have one average of two. So today, talking to us about something that I don't normally think about, an introduction to business model canvas. And he informed me that it is not anything related to HTML5 canvas, which maybe that's a good or bad thing. But please help me welcome Tony Pearson.
Thank you, Brad. Fellow TechMasters. I wanted to talk about the business model canvas because the business model canvas is something that is essential. Well, business models are something that is essential to what we do. Business model helps us figure out how we do business. And if we're building software, that business component is kind of important because it tells us what to build, why to build it, who's going to use it, who's going to buy it. And if you want to build something and hope to sell it, you probably better have a customer. And to help us better deal with that kind of aspect, we have this business model canvas. One way, one tool that we have for developing our business model. Business model canvas was built by Alex Osterwalder and a group of others. And I will use back into some links. There's actually in the slides to the actual strategizing. But they provide tools to help us create our businesses. It's also called the 9 block because if you look at the number of squares, I don't expect anybody to be able to actually read this. There's actually 9 little blocks on it, and each one of those blocks is very important. So we start with the customer segments. That's sort of on the upper right corner. Who are we creating value for? Who are our customers? And generally, we want to sit down and say, who are our customers from a standpoint of groups? You know, I could say Fred, Sam, Sally, Joe, Ben, and that, you know, I come up with a list of names and call them my customers, but generally, it's more like types of customers. Individual customers, corporate customers, things like that. What are the most important? Generally, I thought, well, we want to bring people and address the needs of those who are most important first. This is something that you'll hear a lot. The value proposition. It's something that we as technologists need to learn. We need to learn a little bit more about how to speak business because we're in the business world. What value does the thing provide you? What are we going to do with the customer? What products? What services? How are we going to address? How are we going to help the customer gain things? They want to gain something in their product. How do we help them gain it? How do we relieve their needs? Every customer has things that keep them awake at night. How is their software or other product that we create going to address those pains? These are things we all need to be thinking about as we build our business model. And a business model could be something for just a little project, or it could be a whole business. If we're a consultant, it might be, how do I run my consulting business? What value am I providing to those who I consult for? What kind of relationships do I want to have with my customers? What do they want? And how do these relationships fit into the rest of the model? So this, you've got 3 segments. I apologize, I was putting this together late last night, where I try to highlight each picture on that as we went on. What channels? How do we deliver the value to the customer? Okay, I built this wonderful software product. How do we get somebody who needs especially business people, managers, business analysts, we might not care about until a paycheck stops. It's the same for the revenue stream. How are we going to get money from customers? How are we going to get them to give us the value that we deliver? Key activities. What do you do for value? What are the things we need to do? What are the things we have to have in place? In the business world, they often call them business cases. These are the things that we need to do. resources. What do you need? I probably, well, as a software developer, my laptop's probably one of my key resources. Visual Studio or Eclipse or whatever software tools I'm using to build that software are probably key resources. There may be probably other resources that we'll need as well. Who's going to help us? We probably can't do it all. If I'm selling something, I probably need to have a partnership with somebody who will help me. And or somebody like PayPal will take the money from the customer, get it to me so that I don't have to go through all the security things to directly take money from the customer. And we have to have a cost structure. We've got money coming in. We have to identify what's going to be going out. These are all questions we need to be asking as we build a business model of how we develop our software, how we develop our products that we give the customer, that we sell. And building a model like this with a visual state that allows us to do things. We design it. We test it. We evolve it. Suppose we do a cat wheel every so often, they get a term like out of the literature is pivot. Cat wheel sounds very rigid verb now to describe action, but we need to change those plans. So I hope everybody will see how a tool like this can help us think about what we're doing and how we're doing it, and how we'll get paid for it, and pay those who are our partners.
Thank you, Tony. Definitely not HTML5 canvas. It's pretty interesting to see, as you're a freelance member, when you first started, all of your speeches were much more on the technical side. And it's interesting to see, are you shifting in your career a little bit, or are you just doing this out of interest, or are you moving more to the business process and PA type stuff?
Well, as you get into the senior, as you get into more higher architecture levels, you have to take not just the technical view, but the business view. One of the other things I've got on my to-do list, but I'm too early in the process, is automated software deployments. So that might be a little bit technical. That's something coming out.
Thank you for your experience. Now we move into probably the most important part, which is the evaluation process. So everything gets evaluated. Speakers get evaluated. Toastmasters get evaluated. And leading us through the general evaluation today, Vince. Please welcome our GE and President, Vince.
Thank you, Brett. Typically speaking, if we have more than one speaker and more than one evaluator, we would have a vote. Best speaker, but we've done it, and there's one speaker for the vote. We will issue that portion of the meeting. We will slide right into the evaluation. Now, of course, if you were to come here as a guest, you might be thinking, or if you're watching online, then you might be thinking, what are we doing here? Why do we have all these kind of roles? Why don't we just have a bunch of people show up these practicing public speaking? Yes, we are talking practicing public speaking, but that doesn't mean one thing. That doesn't prepare speakers on what have we done here? We probably did a table comments, right? These are impromptu things. Given this crazy question, crazy difficult question that in no way, shape, or form you ever answer it, but you were asking anyway. You're supposed to get up there and speak 90 seconds on something like that. But we have that part. We have prepared speaking. We have things like going through Robert's rules of order, trying to get through a difficult business meeting, and we have evaluation. Not only is it important to get feedback and evaluation right here on the spot from the people who are listening to you, but it also helps us as speakers have to be tuned in to what people we're saying and how we're saying it, so we can become better for yourself. Today's speaker was Tony, and his evaluator today is Will. So Will, please give us your evaluation.
Thank you, Tony, for your speech today on Intro to Business Model Canvas. So today I'm going to ding me for saying something. Today I'm going to use the speech evaluation form. As you were giving your speech, I was going through filling out this form. It's difficult to evaluate someone and write things down and listen to them. I did the best I could. So the first thing is, as I saw you, Tony, one of the speeches you've done is on how to talk like Ted. It's very apparent that you are using the skills that we talk about in that presentation. When you started out, you were very animated, you were very excited, you were moving back and forth, I could feel your energy. You also speak very clearly. There's never a time where you say a word and I don't catch it, this came up and back. You enunciate pretty much every word. Your eye contact is great, and your facial expressions tell what you're feeling about when you're talking about the subject. Whether you think it's good, whether you think it's bad, whether you think it's boring, whether you think it's exciting. Moving on to, as I heard you, business model canvas. So you started out and you showed that first slide, I believe, and it wasn't clear to me where we were going. You called it the 9-box model, but for myself, I didn't catch that those segments were the 9 segments. It took me a little while to get that. However, your slides were very clear. The coloring and the text, it wasn't overflowing the text, it was bullet points, they were enjoyable slides. I enjoyed watching your slides. Voice, again, going back, you use voice. You raise your voice when you need to, you lower your voice when you don't. Enthusiasm is very apparent. There's a section in here, as I reacted to you. It says, did you achieve your personal objectives? And I had to mark this one as basically needs improvement. I didn't buy what you were selling me, but I was close. We started talking about this is how we evaluate things, and as we were going through the segments, I'm like, yes, deployment is a huge thing. And nobody really thinks about it until it's deployment day. So I wanted you to just sell me a little bit more. Maybe tell me how you use this at your job, or what you've gotten learning how this works. Was talking interesting? Absolutely. I wasn't familiar with this technique. I needed more, but I can see how this would also be hard to explain. But I think you can take this further. Deployment for me was big. To improve your next speech, I suggest that you fill in more of the how this model works and how you use it personally in your experiences. So they can give us some numbers and provide real examples. But overall, it was a great speech. I learned something that I didn't know. Thank you.
Thank you, Will. Best evaluator. All right, so moving along here. Now we're going to get into the reports. We have a cover report, very important things like that. And again, we're going over these things because each of these individual portions never seen yourself very thing is important piece of becoming a better speaker. And keeping on time is also important for being a good speaker, being able to stick with your timeline and not go over it more than once. So give us our time report.
Thank you. So overall, we kept pretty close time. The only person who really went over was Brett, who spoke for a minute and 46 seconds. No people comments. But I think you got on a roll and so you want to talk. We'll forgive you. Alex, you were great with a minute 14. I was at 108. Will, you were just shy of a minute. Vince, you were at minute 28. We're at 146.
So I need to make up for it.
You did. You guys averaged out. So in the end, we got averaged. Alex. Sorry, Alex, you were at 1 minute and 2 seconds. Your 1 minute speech was 1 minute and 14 seconds. Tony, your speech ran just shy, 1 second shy of 8 minutes. And Will, your evaluation was 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
We can get a report from our grammarian Alex.
Thank you. To start with your picture over there, and I did not see any previous speaker today. So, does anyone would like to nominate or hear anything that's stuck in your mind, like right now, golden button. No? Alright, so we will also the juggler from break awards. Alright, next word of the day. Mike used it in a very fluent context, and I actually always amazed. No matter how irrelevant word of the day, Mike always uses it, and this is we can learn by example, and it's also daily performance. But it cannot, this performance cannot qualify for what picture because it's kind of opposite, yes. Regarding arcs and arms, we did not have much today. Some people say that I should give more. But I did not because it was not very interactive or stepping forward at front of what you say. Maybe we got very good with that. So Brett, you did once, I count, Leah, you did once, Vince, you did once, and William, you did twice during the evaluation. For you, Tony, I did not hear this much filler words, but my remark from grammarian would be very frequently you do like interrupt sentences, you start something. When we do, and the sentence is not finished, and you jump, oh, because we do this. And this is very frequently happen during your speech. So I think this is not a filler word, but it breaks flow of a speech. Starting sentence and not finishing it and jumping to another sentence. So this would be my area of improvement. And this concludes my grammatical report. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. All right, table topics today was done by Mike. Mike, come on here and tell us.
Thank you. Next, as we table topics, we look for people who are able to respond with a written speech and body close, perhaps answers to something. Really did a great job. When next I actually want to figure out how to solve this stuff. Thank you.
Mike, and Will. Best visual effect award. Not only is it not something I am ready to go on, but it is not here. I'm not going to say that next week, right? People want to go. Yes, then. All right. So we will be shooting the. Why just shoot it? Why not just get them out? The best speak today was clearly in a landslide. That unique was coming. Wonderful. And the best evaluator from A was Will.
Go figure.
For the camera right there. All right. A couple more words will be given by the Toastmaster. So I will be just wrapping up my overall evaluation. I think that today has gone pretty darn well. We have a couple of things going on. We had a relatively long business meeting. We had a few things I wanted to flesh out. And with one speaker, everything worked out just fine. We have a few kinks to work out with the broadcasting, which I've been noting myself, but if you think of anything, please let me know. And as far as other things to know, I think we had a good presentation today. I was thinking a lot of the exact same things Bill was saying. Boy, he's really going down this architectural path. Tony has a different style, and really brings a lot to the meeting and to the group as a whole, and I really appreciate his contribution to our club, to our club. And what else? A couple of things. It's I've talked about it before, but if something distracts you, again, I'm not going to point out what, but if something is distracting and something distracts you, like there's a ding or something like that, hold with the punches. If someone will show up right now, don't bring them in the middle of the meeting and start right in. Roll the punches, act like nothing happened. Seriously, if a plane crashed back there in the cafeteria, don't stop. Right? The building is not fighting. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to Toastmasters Meeting.
Very good general evaluation, lots of good insight there. So as Toastmaster, I have to give out a few other awards, and I want to nominate Alex for this, for his horse sentence and his kind of, I mean, it wasn't really, a true word picture, but I was actually imagining the horse, with, a little bit of an accent. And next is the Spark Plug Award. This award is for the person who brings the most energy to the club. I have two people in mind for this, but I think I actually want to give it to Mike for his table topics. And I'm not quite sure why, but that topic was really interesting. It's a little bit different than some other stuff. It kind of pulled me up a little bit. So I'd like to give this to you. All right, so I am pretty much done with my role as the Postmaster. So we're going to actually bring up Vince again, who's going to close out the meeting as our club president. So please welcome Vince again.
One thing that the Toastmasters is supposed to keep us all on time, especially when it comes to a long business meeting and him going, there's some weird random guys from way over on their table. Instead of keeping it really tight, much better. It's really great to have a Toastmaster to keep us all on time. And it looks like we still have 11 minutes. It's great because I had a few things to bring up. When it comes to the broadcasting, just a few notes from all members. It would be really nice if, I think we need to institute a few things. With the exception of maybe table topics, and I don't know quite what else, but it would be really nice if we came to the front. Again, table topics, we don't want to bring everybody up here, one after the other. But in general, I would really like to see people come up to the lecture. We don't have a podium is a raised platform on which lecture is at, where you can then speak to this lecture anyway. Please come up to the lecture and speak because that camera will not be up that there. And also, although I'm trying to get the angle perfectly right so that it cuts off about here and just at the top and everything, you will not see you. You will have some this one. So can't see my name. Also, because of the angle it's right there, definitely cannot come up past here unless you don't care to see. And you want this blank thing where nobody can see anybody. But anything past this table starts to get a little sketchy. Right here, basically just. All right. I don't have a whole lot else to add. Maybe I did a pretty darn good job. Again, I'll tighten things up a little bit. And I want to go through this meeting quick, but I also want to get a lot done as well. Especially early on when we have a bunch of action. I'm going to turn this over to the invitation timer. Do you have any closing thoughts for the day? Wait, any last minute announcements?
Yeah, right. Mr. President, a couple things. So as we do the broadcast, you send out a link to the review. How is this going to be available?
Currently, this looks like a okay. I wanted to make sure. I have a couple things. I'm assuming that when I listen to this, the audio is going to be terrible because my computer way back there.
Right.
So I'm going to move a little closer and I'm going to bring a microphone and put part that in close. I don't want to make it crazy and have it dangling and boom mic. But something like right there would probably make it a lot better. Of course, also a better microphone than one of those in my computer. So this is a beta test where I'm not intentionally trying to put it out to others. But in the future, I will tweet it out before we get started. I will be here super early. I was today, I was here before 7:40. I will be here super early and I will schedule the hangout to start at 7:40 and I will put the feed out the link at 7:30. Great. Any other announcements? Back to our regularly scheduled closing thought.
All right, following your description, I will come to top. Closing thoughts. Positive lessons are not always taught in positive ways.
Thank you. With that, I will announce this meeting adjourned.
So you are currently working in tech, or you?
I don't know.